Good evening and welcome to my Psychic Connection. I am your host, Jouerney Ryan. And guys, I am having some camera and some light issues that are working my nerves. Well, I'm going to be in the dark tonight. You can't even see what's going on back here. It's so damn dark. Anyways, it is Wednesday night, and usually we're here with Jacob, but we have switched things up on you guys yet one more time for something new, and we are here with who else but Emma Rose. Emma,
hi.
What's up?
How are you, Jouerney?
I'm good. How are you? What's going on?
I'm great. Just loving my beachy look.
Nice. I like the beach look. It always looks good.
Yes, thank you. I'm ready to give some readings, though, more importantly.
That's okay. With the way this camera's acting, I look like I've been baking in the sun for 45 years.
Yeah, it looks like you're going to Santa Monica and didn't go back inside for like a good 5 days. So.
All right. So we got lots of people here tonight. Guys, don't forget we have 2 different ways to donate. For 5 minutes, for a $10 donation, you can get 5-minute reads. That does not include a mediumship reading. Mediumship, of course, is the $20 reading. So, guys, to donate for that, it's a $20 donation. Guys, we are trying to raise money for Toys for Tots. We're going to try to do as much as we can. And we raise money for the Salvation Army for turkeys. So let's keep the money coming out to the charities of our choices here and doing good things for people. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look here. Remember, guys, we're going to put those links up here in the description for you guys. And we're going to look at the donation button here and see if we got any people donating. At the current moment, I do not see anybody. So let's go ahead and take a look at who we've got here on the list. So far, we've got quite a few people in, but it's not reflecting that on the list. So Brittany H., go ahead and get your question ready. Unique, you're on the list, so get your question ready. But Brittany H., throw us your question. All right, guys, remember, no general or medical reads. We save those for the website. They tend to take a little bit longer, but when it comes to medical and legal, we tend to tell you to talk to the professionals that can help you out here. All right. So Brittany says, the job I applied for and was told that it had filed ended up calling me and going to orientation tomorrow and officially start Friday. I could have cried. You told me this would happen, Jouerney, and I wanted to thank you. You're welcome, sweetheart. Do you see the job will go, and if I will end up being at it long? Also, my twins started with me too. I'm so excited but nervous.
Okay. At first, I wanted to say congratulations on your new job and the twins. That's a huge accomplishment for a parent and someone who's an employee for sure, absolutely, if I'm understanding correctly. So basically, I'm super excited for you, and you have every right to be excited. You have every right to be nervous. It's not uncommon whatsoever. I'm definitely seeing for you're going to be there for a long while, but oh boy, it's going to be a party. Oh, you wait. It's going to be fun. Your coworkers are going to love you. You'll have a couple sour apples. You'll have a couple sour pusses in there, but that's just life, you know? Everybody has to deal with a Debbie Downer. Everybody has to deal with a negative Nelly. However, my advice to you as a sidekick on this is if you want to make it last even longer, if you want to make it even more fun for yourself, you definitely need to stay focused on yourself and your work ethic. And you cannot worry too much about what other people think of who you are as a person. What matters is you put your best foot forward, you smile, and you be true to yourself, and you stand up for what's right, and you know your worth. I cannot stress that enough. When you're at work, you need to be yourself, or else the job will not get done. Or it's going to be half done and it's not going to look good. It's going to be sloppy. You know what I'm saying? And we don't do sloppy. Like, you deserve better than that. You need to do what is right for you. And Brittany, I'm so proud of you, and Spirit is applauding you right now as we speak. It's like a whole stadium of spirits and angels just like applauding you like crazy. I love it. Because I know this has been something you've wanted to do for a while, and now that you have it, don't slow down now. If anything, since you crossed the finish line, you got to do that extra run. As long as it's not a chore, that's how you know you did the right thing. It's kind of like when you're worried about getting in debt, when you're worried about money or how much something's going to cost, you know you've made the wrong choice. However, think of it this way. Would you rather be honest and poor, or would you rather be dishonest and rich? Think about that. But anyways, congratulations. We're very proud of you. Back to you, Jouerney.
Well, she did say most out of staying to myself and doing my job. I worked this job before, so I know how to do things overall. I don't like drama, so I work and go home. She goes, yeah,
Perfect.
happy. The pay is good too. Perfect. Perfect. Aldo, if you can't hear us, go ahead and back out of the live and then come back into it. If not, turn over to our YouTube channel. That way you can hear us. And guys, I got to tell you, I am hating this this new camera light. I'm just not liking it at all.
It's okay.
It looks terrible. She said, "Thank you so much. You
Sure
are
thing,
welcome."
Brittany, sure thing.
All right, guys, let's go ahead and take a look and see what we got going on here. All right, no change on that just yet, so let's keep on going. And next person in line was Unique Smith. Unique, go ahead and throw us your question. Unique, after Unique is Hope Wells. Hope, get your question ready. Hey, Tony, can you send Aldo a message about logging out of the show and then coming back to it? That way he can hear. If not, go to our YouTube channel. That may help. All right, Unique is here. Unique says, will my son get his grades back up? Life has been crazy, insane, so they dropped tremendously.
Well, for your son, first things first, I definitely see that you really need to have a sit-down talk with him. But keep in mind, young people, because I'm 20, I know how this goes. Wasn't that long ago when I was his age, probably. So with young people, it's kind of like when they're on YouTube watching a video, or when they're playing Fortnite and they literally just got on, the last thing you want to do is burst into their room, burst into the game room and be like, we need to talk. That's the last thing you want to do with preteens, teens, and young adults. That's the last thing they want to do. But they have plenty of times where they will talk to you. They'll talk to you on the car ride to school. They'll talk to you, at gatherings when there's downtime. They'll talk to you while they walk the dog. They'll talk to you, when you're having a drink at Starbucks and it doesn't feel like a setup. It just flows. They'll all have that time when they will talk to you. And I feel like sometimes us as older adults, we tend to be like thinking, oh, if we burst into the room, we can just be like, hey, we need to talk, when that's not going to get us anywhere. But it's kind of like, when work gets busy and our lives get busy, our lives of our own tend to get really cramped up. It's really easy to go, hey.
She goes, we talk a lot.
What?
She says, we talk a lot.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. I'm just saying, like, be aware of how you approach the situation is basically my point here, because this is a very delicate subject and I don't want to see you screw that up. So I strongly suggest you take the guidance of watching it flow and just slowly trying to creep it into the conversation, but don't foreshadow it too much. You know what I'm saying?
Will his grades go back up? He's been busting his butt. The grades haven't improved.
I definitely say they will go up, but you definitely need to give him some time. He needs time to heal emotionally and spiritually, and so do you. I feel like if you guys do some teamwork together, it will definitely get better for sure. You guys just need to come up with some alternative ways to get the work done and make it fun, make it work like what Tim Gunn says. It will get better.
All right. Well, definitely good stuff there, Unique. All right, guys.
Thank you, Unique.
Keep that flow going, and let's keep an eye here on our donation list to make sure we don't miss anybody who is going to put forth a donation. And let's go ahead and take the next person on our list, which is Hope. Hope, go ahead and throw us your question. Brianna L., get your question ready. You're on the list. So Hope Wells, throw us your question.
That's such a fun name.
Am I under a black light? What in the hell is going on here? My teeth are like mega white and like...
That's a good thing, though.
Yeah, my teeth are always white, but it's this camera's working my nerves today.
Looking like Cheshire the cat.
Just looks weird. All right. Hope Wells, are you there?
Earth to Hope.
All right, not seeing Hope. We're going to keep on moving on. Hope, if you're here and you throw your question, we will add you to the list again. But not until you say hi again. All right, Brianna L., throw us your question. Heart Love Joe. You're on the list, so get your question ready. But I need Brianna L. to throw her question. All right, we got Brianna. Says, hi, guys. Would love to know if you see me having any more babies, and if so, when?
This is going to be fun. Okay, so for you, I definitely see a couple babies. I see 1 to 2. I can't tell you the gender for sure, but from the looks of it, it looks like a boy and a girl. For sure. So it looks like a boy and a girl, but I definitely see that in the future. Give it about 1 to 2 years, and you should give birth to your next child. I'm not sure which one's going to come first and which one's going to come second. I don't know what gender is going to be first or what. But I definitely see some more babies in the future. You just have to make sure you're with the right guy and you're in it for the right reasons. I would say that to anybody, but I just want to make sure that, your health, you just need to make sure that you're healthy and happy, and because it's very important to get into a place in your life, between the 1 next to 2 years.
Says, I have 2 babies. I have 2 babies now, and a big
a boy and a girl, I think is what she...
It's a boy and a girl. She put boy after that, so yes.
Yeah, so I definitely see you having another girl and a boy for sure. Or 2 girls, one or the other. Because even though I know girls can be more difficult, but hey, it's worth it. But I definitely see it within 1 to 2 years. They're going to be a couple years apart, but that's not going to be an issue. But you should be getting pregnant sooner than later, so keep tabs on it in a couple of months, okay? Giving birth is probably going to happen within a year, and then you're going to get pregnant again within the 2nd year, but I definitely see it coming up for you. Just make sure you're with someone that truly makes you happy and enhances your life for the better. Just make sure you're in the right place financially. Make sure everything is stable for you first. Because kids become first before you. Because once you have a child, even though you already have 2, this is nothing new to you. But, I just say this to everybody. But I'm very happy for you, and keep trying for sure. It's definitely going to come to fruition. Back to you, Jouerney.
All right, good stuff, good stuff. All right, let's keep this party going, guys. And Brianna did say that she says I've been with my partner for 7 years now, so hopefully he doesn't leave. All right. Well, I'm not really seeing.
I don't see that either. He seems cool. No worries. Just a disclaimer I make.
All right. Well, let's keep on going here. And the next person on my list is Hearts Love Joe. Go ahead and throw us your question. Lisa S., get your question ready.
I wish this platform had the music.
All right. Did Jackson forget about me? And will I hear from him this week? I don't understand why he keeps ignoring me.
I want you to know it's nothing personal. He didn't forget about you. It's just, to be honest, I feel like he's trying to forget you because he's insecure with himself. No, you're not going to hear from him this week. Hate to break it to you, but it's true. I wouldn't be doing my job if I was lying. So from the way I see it, I don't think he's going to reach out. I would not keep nagging at him. Do not force it, because you're only going to feel to the fire. And that's when he would reach out, but it wouldn't be the response you would desire if you kept nagging him, if that's what you're doing. So I doubt he's going to reach out anytime soon, to be honest. But he's definitely trying to forget you. He definitely is trying to say his goodbyes. He's just a god-awful communicator, to say the least. I don't really see him wanting to talk anymore, to be honest. I know it sucks to hear that, and it's okay to feel how you feel about it right now. You're entitled to those feelings. You're entitled to those thoughts, and however you choose to respond to that, your actions are your outcome. But all that I'm saying is I don't think he's interested in you. He's just not that into you. No, it's cliche, but he's just not that into you. It's nothing you've done. It's nothing you've said. It's just not everyone's meant for everyone. It doesn't mean he's a bad person. It doesn't mean you're a bad person. It's just you guys aren't fit for each other. Simple. You're not the right fit. So why would you keep trying to beat a dead horse? You know, why are you trying to get a horse to drink water when you've led it to it? You've done everything it can. But it's like, why are you trying to please him so much? There's really no need to please someone that you know you clearly can't please. Why would you fixate on someone who's trying to forget you? Like, that makes no sense. You're wasting your time and your energy that could be used for somebody else. And I already know what you're thinking. When's this new person going to come along? Well, guess what? Spirit says I'm not allowed to tell you until you work on yourself and do some deep self-love and improve yourself for you. So until then, I can't really speak much of who the next person is, because that's going to spoil the surprise. I don't want to let the cat out the bag. Back to you, Jouerney.
All right.
I
All
know.
right. Stuff. Good stuff, guys. We got a lot going on, and let's keep this party rolling and check to see if we have anybody who has donated tonight. Guys, remember, $1 of each donation is going to go to Toys for Tots, and we're going to try to raise as much money as we possibly can. We raised over $300 for the turkey drive, so we're really excited about that. We'd like to be able to raise more each time we do a donation for one of these charities, that we will be having a different charity each month. That way we can provide those for those families. All right, so let's keep on going here and take the next person on our list. The next person on the list was Lisa S. Lisa, go ahead and throw us your question. Summer L., get your question ready. You're on the list. All right, Lisa's here. Says, hi, guys. Do you see any good news for me in the next couple of months? And will I be able to get my grandkids Christmas?
Oh, yes. You got me excited on Christmas, for sure. Christmas, I definitely see you getting some really nice gifts. I definitely see that your money will substantially somehow poof out of the air. All of a sudden, you're like, dang, I got more money than I thought. I'm going to make it rain for my grandkids, you know? I definitely see something like that for you. You definitely, you know, you're very generous with your grandkids, so I got to give you props for that. But I definitely see you getting them a lot of toys, a lot of things that they'll cherish forever. Some really nice clothes. Spirit is saying go to an outlet mall, go to a mall when there's a great sale. They're saying Black Friday is a big thing for you because the money will come in, bam, right before Black Friday. I don't know how much, but I'm getting the word scratch off. So that scratch off may contribute a couple extra dollars too. Obviously, don't keep going to the convenience store chasing that. It's kind of like with your manifestations. It's like a butterfly. You don't want to crush it. You want to let it go and trust the universe so it can come back. Because if you don't let go of the butterfly, the universe can't do its work. So don't chase it. Just let it flow. Whatever feels right for you, just let it flow and don't chase it. I know it's kind of like telling someone don't think about pink elephants, but don't chase it. So basically, you're definitely going to have a lot of extra money. Make sure to pick up some extra work hours if need be, or invest a little bit, Spirit is saying, in order to afford those amazing Christmas gifts. And Spirit is also saying that maybe start a YouTube channel with your grandkids too, because there's a lot of very successful family YouTubers out there that do wonders for their financial stability. That's what I was looking for. Okay. So, I'm very excited for you for Christmas. That's definitely the good news, is there's a good bunch of moolah coming your way to go to your grandkids, because I can tell you love them very, very deeply and very sincerely. So have a Merry Christmas with them for sure. Back to you, Journey. It's going to be unforgettable.
All right, good stuff. Good stuff. All right, thank you, Lisa. All right, Summer L, go ahead and throw us your question. Stacy C, get your question ready. You're on the list. We'll check the donation list to see if we got anybody in line here. We definitely don't want to miss out on those who are donating, as that gets you ahead of everyone else. All right. And Lisa said thanks.
Sure thing.
Right. Summer L, go ahead and throw us your question. All right, not seeing Summer. Summer, if you come back, we'll put you back on the list. All right, Stacy C, go ahead and throw us your question. Megan T, get your question ready. You're on the list. All right. Stacy, you are on the list. Throw us that question. All right, Stacy says, should I trust the two spiritual workers that I found online to help me with my problem?
My disclaimer before I get in too deep is there are a lot of scammers out there. There's a lot of propaganda about psychics, fortune tellers, healers. There's a lot of people that will BS you and scam you. And I definitely feel like these people are trying to do that because before you know it, they're going to start asking for money. They're going to start asking way too personal questions. Never, ever give out your social number. Never. I'm just giving you that heads up. If they ask for that, it's a big no-no. I'm getting a huge no because just scouting around on Instagram or scouting around on this so-called trusted psychic website, like, mini psychic websites you've never heard of before. And, unlike us, we're certified, we're trusted, we have lawyers, the whole nine yards. But when you're talking about some random guru on Instagram, for example, you really got to proceed with caution. Do not fall for this. My Cash App is not working. My PayPal is not working. Oh, by the way, what's your credit card number? Don't play the game of, they keep asking for more money, more money, more money. Been there, done that. It's a disaster. So if I were you, this is a big no. They play nice. They aren't nice. They play nice. There's a really big difference. So if I were you, come to myself, come to Jouerney, my boss, who's amazing. He's out of this world. I adore him to pieces. Come to my Psychic Connection and we'll get you squared away with any type of healing that you need. But as far as like random Joes out on the internet, that is a big no. Been there, done that. Don't. There are too many people out there, mocking psychics just for money. It's offensive. So please be careful. It's very offensive towards us. So please don't give into it. Back to you, Jouerney.
All right. Stacy, just make sure you go with your gut.
Pretty much.
She said okay.
Thanks for your question.
Thank you. All right. All right, guys, we're going to take the next person in line. Let's go ahead with Megan T. Megan, throw us your question. After Megan is going to be LaDonna. Get your question ready, LaDonna. And Stacy says, I'll book an appointment. Absolutely. Honey.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
All right. All right, let's take a look here. And I am waiting on Megan to throw us her question. Megan T. Guys, and I'm keeping an eye on that list to make sure that if anybody who is doing a donation, but we're keeping an eye on it, okay? All right, I'm not seeing Megan, so let's keep on going. Take the next person in line, which is LaDonna. LaDonna, go ahead and put forth your question. LaDonna. After LaDonna is going to be Aldo. Aldo, get your question ready. You're on the list. LaDonna. All right. I'm not seeing LaDonna. We're going to take a quick break, but after we come back from the break, Aldo, get your question ready. And then Elaine, you're on the list too, so get your question ready. But Aldo, you will be first after the break. We'll be right back after these messages.
Are you looking for the very best website designs? Look no further than mypressmarketing.com. Let their expert staff take your website, phone site, or mobile app to the next level, fast and easy. That's mypressmarketing.com. Why shop anyplace else? Just tell us what you want and we will build it. Why settle for an everyday design? Get a design that stands out from the rest. We can even offer your business radio and magazine advertising. That's mypressmarketing.com. Let us be your advertising, marketing, and website design specialist today.
All right, guys, and we are back. I need Aldo. Aldo, go ahead and throw us your question. Elaine, you are on the list, so get your question ready. Let's go ahead and check the donation list to make sure we're not missing anybody on the donation list. I know a couple of you guys are having issues technically. If you guys are having troubles hearing us, I just got another message saying the same thing. Try to refresh the page and see if that helps. Aldo, I know you were one that was saying you couldn't hear it. All right, not seeing Aldo. Let's keep on going. And Elaine, go ahead and throw us your question. Ann M, get your question ready. You are on the list. Elaine. Some tech issues with some people here. I'm sending out messages to let them know what to do.
Understood.
All right, so I don't have Elaine either. So Ann M, go ahead and throw us your question. PS Service, get your question ready. You're on the list. Ann M. Ann says, is my life going to turn around and get better and everything? Any messages? All right, we'll talk about the first part of that, but spiritual messages fall under mediumship, and that's a donation.
Okay, so to answer the first part, whew, that's a big burden you're carrying, sweetheart. Such a big burden, and that's okay. Cry if you need to. Things are definitely going to turn around for you. It's just number one is that mindset. And let me tell you a little secret. Come here. Are you listening? You gotta listen. All right, you're listening? Good. So there is this universal law. It's not complicated. Okay, it's called the law of attraction. It's basically where thoughts become things. Positivity in, positivity out. You know, the act as if method / be as if method. You know, it's kind of like thoughts become things, or it's kind of like the effect of you stub your toe in the morning, the whole day is crap. Unlike you get up and you smile and say, today is awesome, and you spring out of bed and start with a happy dance. The day's going to be awesome. You know, cliche, but that's the law of attraction for you. You gotta, I know it's really hard to monitor your thoughts and ask for what you don't want. Think of it this way. In order to turn your life around, ask for what you do want, like, and say it as if it's already happening in the present tense moment and feel it. Emotions are a big piece. Say to yourself, I have $1 million. I am driving my dream car. I am smiling. I do have amazing, loyal friends that are always on my side. You get what I'm saying? There's a book called The Secret. You can easily get it online. They have a teen version and they have the regular version. Good stuff. There's also a documentary called The Secret based off the book. So if I were you, I'd definitely look into the law of attraction and really put that into motion, because if you don't put in the work,
I really keep trying, and she says I'm very emotional.
And that's okay. And I'm so proud of you for trying. I am so freaking proud of you. Unbelievably proud of you, girlfriend. So keep your chin up, sweetheart. I know it's easier said than done, but please look into the law of attraction. I know it sounds baloney, but if you really put in the work, it's basically thoughts become things. Focus on feeling good, validate your negative emotions, and slowly work it up to being good. You know, that's basically the law of attraction, is the act as if method. Fake it till you make it. Be as if. thoughts become things. Just don't overthink it. Just breathe and focus on feeling good and validate those negative emotions, then move on from it, ride the wave, then feel good. That's all. That's pretty much what the law of attraction is in a nutshell. So keep it up. Proud of you. Really.
All right. Good stuff. Good stuff. She said I'll definitely incorporate it as much as possible. Good
Do
stuff.
it. I'm so proud of you though. Keep going.
Absolutely. All right, let's keep it up and go with PS Service. PS Service, you are next. Throw us your question. Athena L. Go ahead and get your question ready. You're on the list. Check the donation list. We definitely don't want to miss out on those who are putting forth a donation. She said, thank you so much, Emma, Rose, and Journey. No problem, Ann.
Of course. Thank you, Ann.
All right. PS Service says, I ended a relationship on Monday. Was triggered by him starting major fights, throwing, screaming tantrums. I'm glad it's over, but really want to know why he started the fight. Another woman, possibly.
I see that there's someone else in the picture, but I need to tell you it's not your fault at all, to be honest. It sounds like this individual that you were with was not being honest, and they're mad that they got caught red-handed, is basically what it is. It doesn't seem like they were honest to begin with. It never, like, the best way I can put it, and do not take offense to this is just their channeled energy. They never liked you in that way anyways. They never liked you anyways, and you've been used. Is basically what it came down to, sweetheart, and I'm sincerely apologize that happened to you. It's heartbreaking when that happens, and it messes with you inside and out, physically and emotionally, and you deserve better. The fact that you were used, you've been abused, you've been hurt, you've been butthurt, actually. I'm very proud of you for getting out of that abusive relationship, because it really could have gone down the rabbit hole by a lot more, and you really did save yourself. You did something a lot of people are not capable of doing, that people actually die doing. But anyways.
She goes, I was telling his parents goodbye, and he totally went off in front of his parents, who are missionaries.
Yeah, that's not good. That's how you know they're keeping something, and that's how you know they were being very dishonest. You deserve someone who's honest and loyal, and clearly this person is not capable of that. Do not continue the cycle that they started.
So is he seeing another woman while we have been back together in the last 3 months?
I mean, somewhat. It just seems like he's more interested in other people than you, is what it feels like. To be honest, he may have been messing around with various people, is what I'm getting, or attempting to, at least. He just didn't know how to make an escape plan, is what I'm getting as well. He just seems a hot mess. And once again, I sincerely apologize for what happened to you. Congratulations for getting yourself out of that. Celebrate your independence and your strong-willed ability. Back to you, Journey.
All right. Apparently his parents were screaming at him to stop, but he wouldn't.
Yeah, that's not good. You don't want that for yourself.
Yeah. You definitely don't want that. All right. Let's keep on going here. I need Athena L to go ahead and throw us her question. And then LaDonna, get your question ready. Athena's here. She says, hi, do you see me getting a job soon? Or is it on my own in regards finances, please? And thank you.
Well, Athena, I love your name. Your name should really give you a hint as to, yes, you will get some money coming in soon. You'll get a job, but you need to have patience. I know, very cliche, easier said than done. But you will definitely start to see some things unfold once you stop chasing your desire. It's like you got to let it go like a butterfly. If you're not letting the universe do the work, it can't come back and it can't get delivered to you. It's kind of like, not letting the mailman take your order. If you're constantly like not knowing what you want or not knowing how to send it out, well, guess what? The mailman can't deliver what you what your order is if you keep changing and canceling, then reordering the order. It's not going to work. And with you, I definitely see you're going to get a job. But I can tell you're not the type that settles for less. And that's a great thing. You just have to prove to them and prove to yourself, if you want to be a big fish in a big pond, you're really going to have to push yourself and pull those all-nighters and really work for it. Push yourself. Prove to the universe that you mean what your desire is. Fake it till you make it. Don't just speak it into existence. That's a great start. Don't get me wrong. That's a great start. But speak it into existence. Take the action, better yet, because actions speak louder than words to the universe. It really does. And once you start putting in the work, get a piece of paper and write down, I am doing this, like your plan as you're already doing it, as you're writing it down. This is where the fun begins, Athena, is when you write down, I am taking a loan from the bank. I am paying it back right now. I am using it for this to help with my job. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is you want to do, you can do it. You can manifest like that as long as you know what you're doing. You might as well have a built-in magic wand in your finger.
Because yes, I work hard if I knew what. I guess I work hard if I knew what it was.
Yeah, you really got to do some meditation. And also think back to your childhood. Is another one I'm getting. Think back to your most happy, most positive, and optimistic childhood moments. Even if you were just by yourself in your room, what did you enjoy doing by yourself? What did you enjoy doing with your friends? What were some of your happiest moments? Where were they? I know it sounds like grade school all over again, but that's the point. What, when, why, where, who, and how. What, where, why, when, how, and who. So keep that in mind. Really write it down and meditate. Back to you, Jouerney. I'm excited for you, Athena.
All right, guys. We have a donation.
Who is it?
Getting there. It is LaDonna. LaDonna,
Yay!
go ahead and throw us your question. LaDonna. And Athena, thank you so much for your question tonight. We appreciate it. We appreciate everyone's questions.
Yes, absolutely.
All right. LaDonna's here. It says, does Mike think about me? Is he happy? He texts me saying he missed me. He has a girlfriend, so I'm confused. We had a magical connection and never can stay away from each other. Yes, we got you donated, sweetheart. So she'd like to know what's Mike thinking about her, since he's reaching out saying he misses her, even though he has a girlfriend, which confuses LaDonna.
Well, it seems like he's pretty confused himself. And it seems like he's not admitting to something. And I feel like that thing that he's not admitting to is that he really does care about you. But think of it this way. If he truly loved you, it would have not changed. He wouldn't be running around trying to compare you to other people. You know what I'm saying? It's really hard to swallow your pride. It's really hard for him to swallow his pride and think about it. But, I mean, if you think about it honestly, a really mature person, because, I mean, true love manifests differently in different maturity levels, you know? It definitely seems like he truly loves you, but if he truly was mature enough to really understand what love truly is too, I know it's really hard to follow, but follow my lead. It's one of those things of he doesn't know how to talk to you. Like, men tend to get, not just men, but people in general, people can get very tongue-tied when they really love somebody. But if you're truly in love, like truly, truly in love, you will know what to say the minute you look at them. And you don't even have to know. Is he happy with her? He's miserable with her. Why do you think he keeps texting you? It's because he's god awfully miserable. Because you treated him better than anybody else could. Congratulations. You broke his ego. And that's something to celebrate. Seriously, LaDonna, it is. You broke his ego. You broke his pride. And you made him take it. And when you do that, that's how you know you're a great girlfriend. That's how you know you killed it for the better. That's how you know you rocked it, is You brought him something that no one else did, and that could never bring it to him that way, in the way that he needed it more than he ever thought it could be. You gave him something that no one else is ever on this planet capable of giving him. You worked long and hard for this guy. You fought for him. You paid for his stuff. In a sense, you kind of raised him, romantically speaking, because you kind of helped him awaken in that sense. So congratulations. A lot of aches and pains, so I give you that too. It's kind of a pain in the butt to do that when you're trying to basically coach someone in a relationship, but it needs to happen. You know, you really helped him grow, and you're continuing to help him grow, obviously, if he's still texting you and saying that he misses you, because people don't know what they have until it's or they're gone. People don't realize until that person or that thing that they really loved is gone, they don't seem to appreciate it until it's out the picture. So for you, definitely take it as a compliment, as bizarre as that may sound. However, it means you did the right thing. You're teaching him what happiness is, hopefully, and you know, you seem like a phenomenal person. It's kind of like you're very high quality.
He wants to visit me. She says I did. She goes, I do love him. Why is he unhappy with her?
Because she can't, let's put it this way, this girl, listen, LaDonna, she can't outdo the doer. She cannot outshine the shiner, baby. A quote, that's not my quote, just so everybody knows. But it's the truth. You cannot outdo the doer. You cannot outshine the shiner. You can't. Because he knows that you are the real doer and that you are the real shiner. She's not. He compared her to you to fill that void that he had when you guys were kind of bumping heads a little bit and things just were slightly awkward. You know, I mean, and that's phenomenal that you do love him. You wouldn't have put all this work in if you didn't love him. You wouldn't have, you know, taught him things and go the extra mile and do all these things if you didn't love him. So I definitely see true love on your side for sure, and his side too. It's just, there's a quote that I came up with. It says, when you keep falling in love with the same person over and over again, when it keeps coming back to them, it means you found true love. And guess what? He did. And that's you. I mean, however, keep this in mind as my disclaimers. Not everybody who's in love with each other always end up marrying each other, sadly enough. But it's a matter of your attitude, how you approach love, how you practice love is the most important. How do you practice love?
Do you think he will want to try again?
Yes, I think so. It's just going to give him some time. The reason why he pulled away is because he felt like he was falling in love too fast, and it's weird to him. You know, some people, when they start falling in love, they run because they don't know what else to do. They're like, man, like, this is so new. It's so weird. I've never had somebody take care of me like this. You know what I'm saying? So to him, it's like wearing braces that he didn't know he was going to be putting on his teeth. You know what I'm saying? That's why some people pull away. And in the rare event, if he doesn't come back, but more than likely, he's going to want to come back and try and pursue something all over again. But in the rare event he does it, just know that you love him enough to let him go. If you truly, truly love this guy, you'll love him enough to let him go and be happy. Because why, if you truly loved somebody on his end or your end, why would you hold them in a cage and lock them up and tie them down to the bird cage and make them miserable? It's like, you love them. Why are you making them miserable? You know, it's kind of like the saying that goes, I tear up every time I say this. If you love them, set them free. If they come back, they are yours. But if not, it's not meant to be. And that's okay. If you love them, set him free. If he comes back, he is yours. But if not, it's not meant to be. And that's okay. Sorry, you're making me emotional because it reminds me of something in my personal life in high school. But anyways, this is about you. So, you know, if I were you, I know this is out of line in a sense, but this is where it's going to work. Send him a big, long paragraph telling him precisely how you feel.
Does he love his girlfriend, and does she love him?
Well, it seems very fake between the two. Like, the girl, she thinks she's in love, but she doesn't have the ability and the wise wisdom to realize that she's lusting after him and that he's lusting after her. They're both trying to fill a void. She's been in love with someone else since like middle school. maybe late elementary school. She's been in love with someone else for the longest time. So it will be a rude awakening for her, but there's no need to get revenge. When I say rude awakening, the universe is going to do the work for you. Okay. There's no need to be casting spells or, waving your fist or sending the stink eye. There's no need for that because she's lost and she's confused. You can't love someone if you're lost and confused. So not even yourself. Because love and confusion and lust, that's love and lust are not friends. Never have, never will be friends. But yeah, I definitely see you and this man really do love each other. And, like I said, if you love him, set him free. If he comes back, he's yours. But if not, it's not meant to be. But it definitely seems like a really sweet high school love story that is unfolding for you. And even though you have options, I'm proud of you for staying loyal to the person that you love and keeping your eye on the prize, for very lack of better words. He's not a prize. He's a human being with a heartbeat, just like you. But, it seems like he really loves and cares about you, but he just has a lot of opinions getting in his ears. But give him some time to mature, because you're kind of at the fork. The choice is yours and the choice is his. You're standing at two different forks, both of you. And if it's really going to fall on free will, because it's not fixed in your guys' destiny. It's not one of those weird things in destiny where, it's fixed, you can't change anything about it. This type of destiny is you get some wiggle room on your end and on his end. And
so should I text him?
Yes. I was just about to say, it's just Spirit has a lot to say about it, so I sincerely apologize for sounding scattered. Send him a long paragraph of how you truly feel about him. Be raw, and I mean be super raw, as raw as it could ever get. Tell him precisely how you feel. Just text him out of nowhere. Once that adrenaline rush hits, text him. Tell him straight up, I love you. You make my stars light up like the 4th of July. Every time we hug, I feel like I'm electrified in the most beautiful way. Whatever it is, really get deep into it. Say to him, I love you so much. I will literally give you everything you desired, everything you need, better yet. And even if I'm broke, I know I will have you and I, but that's what matters. Money cannot buy happiness, it cannot buy love. Some people are so poor to the point all they have is money. It's always the little things that create love and that mean love and that are love. Beauty and love are made out of the small things, the little things, like the TV dinners and wrapping each other up in blankets like burritos and, playing tic-tac-toe and, rolling all over the floor laughing with each other, watching Vines from 2016. That's what real love is. Love is not, because there was a study about this family, not a family, I'm sorry. There's this study going on with this love doctor who looked at couples to know if they were ever going to last or not. And he said it was very simple. The couples that went on big cruises and vacations and constantly did all this materialistic stuff, they fizzled out like that. However, the couples that were emotional and all the little things that count, like waltzing in the kitchen while cooking dinner together, dancing, going to hotels and jumping on the beds, that's what love is. Love is not this thing of, I'm going to flex on so-and-so and one-up them just to make us look better. That's not love. That's lust. And the fact that it's one of those things of, if you're in love with him, even when people roll their eyes or look at you crazy, especially them, that's how you know you love him, if that doesn't affect anything. Even when people roll their eyes, call you names, throw things at you about it, and that doesn't change how you feel for him, that's how you know it's real love. If not, it would just be some disposable thing that...
Last time we broke up, I felt like it was because he met her.
And that's valid. I totally understand that. What I'm trying to tell you is that, it seems like he pulled away and he used her. It's not right at all what he did with her or you.
I feel his soul touching mine when I'm with him.
And that's how it should be. It should be that electrifying feeling that takes over your body, that feels like a forever ongoing sugar rush. Because a lusting sugar rush, that's like, oh, free, woo, like for 2 days, then like a regular sugar rush. That's exactly what happens is right afterwards. Then it's like, I'm done with you. I'm bored. I'm tired. You're not like that with him. You constantly feel electrified, like the star Mario on the item box. Like, da, 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 da. That's you whenever you're around him, or when you think about him. And that's how it should be. Because, like I said, when you keep coming back to the same person, it means you found true love. You're always going to love him. It's just, I'm trying so hard not to think about this other person I knew from high school, because I went through a similar thing. But anyways, yeah, it's a beautiful thing, and you don't see love like this very often, and I congratulate you for being honest. You don't see that much at all anymore, and keep up the good work with being honest, because most people aren't like that anymore. Most people are selfish.
I know, I hate it.
And that's okay. It's okay to hate it. It's one of those things that I can definitely tell with him. I'm using this as an example, but you'll get the gist. It's one of those things of, some people are always complaining about their spouse, their significant other, whoever it is they're with, romantically, intimately. And it seems like they're always complaining about the dumbest things. Like, why does he put the bananas on top of the freezer instead of the fridge? When I've told so-and-so too many times, bananas on the fridge, not the freezer. Well, guess what? You wouldn't constantly be complaining about the dumbest things. So it's like, if you're complaining about that, how's your relationship going to last? If anything, if you truly love the guy, you're going to be like, yeah, he puts the bananas on top of the freezer, but hey, it's one of his quirks, and I love that about him. Yes, can it get annoying that the bananas are on top of the freezer instead of the fridge? Yes. However, it makes me laugh, and it makes me realize that I'm grateful and that there's more to him than that. And I can tell you're like that with him, and that's sweet. Very sweet, because most people, they just get fixated on, how come you put the cat litter box in the living room instead of the family room? It's
going to break up with her.
Yeah, I definitely see he's gonna break up with her in about 6 months at most, for sure. I know yes, wait, but if you're truly in love, you'll wait and let him be free, and he'll let you be free. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those things of, if you truly love him, if he truly loves you, you guys will let each other do your thing. Obviously, if someone else comes along that you feel is a great fit in the rare event, obviously don't wait on him, but keep a really open mind, and don't doubt anyone or anything, and don't, overthink anyone or anything. Is my advice to you. Just tonight. Please, 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 tonight, send him that long A paragraph. A-team paragraph. Let's put it that way. Send him that long paragraph, longer than a football field, telling him how much you truly love him and how it makes you feel. And just basically send a text message between it all. Take it or leave it. I'm just telling you that I love you. Just let him know. I'm just telling you how I feel. Take it or leave it, but I love you. You know what I'm saying? That's all you got to tell him at the end of that paragraph. Just tell him the choice is yours. Take it or leave it. I will love you the same regardless. It's okay if you don't love me back. Do whatever you need to do to tell him that.
I'm scared because I feel like he should chase me.
Why would you chase, and why would he chase if you guys, there's really no need for that. You got to let go of the control, because in real love, you let go of control. And I see you truly love him. It's just, you got to learn that. You're learning that as you develop your sense of what true love is. And that's okay. You're still learning. You're only like what? And you don't look that old. Trust me, you're not that old. I'm only 20. So it's one of those things of, for you, I definitely see something phenomenal regardless, though. You're going to go far, sweetheart, in your love life. For sure. It's going to be one wild ride. Like, I would definitely listen to the song Heaven's Gonna Wait by Headley. That one reminds me of your life in a very positive way, your love life. It's like, hang on tight. It's going to be a wild, wild ride, because that's your love life. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be fun. Keep up this attitude. Keep having your love spiritual awakening. And oh my goodness, you are going to soar like an angel. You really will. Don't cry, Jouerney.
She
You
said,
don't look 43. You really don't look 43, but you have a young soul. That's probably what I'm getting. You're young at heart. But everybody's pace on when they develop their true sense of love, or if they ever choose to, is free will and just their maturity, what they've grown up around. There's a lot of factors. But I definitely see you're going to go far. You're young at heart. You have a huge soul. You have a heart of gold, a heart of platinum, I should say, and you're priceless. You're a diamond in the rough, a black diamond, actually, because they're rarer than real diamond, actual diamonds, but a black diamond in the rough, and I've never seen anything like this, honestly, in a really good way. You're making me emotional, and I'm trying so hard not to break my character here because I can somewhat relate, and also I'm not used to seeing people who really do love others the way you do, the way they should. So you really got to celebrate that. Go pop some champagne, get some balloons, tumble on the floor, dance, play your favorite songs, sing from the top of your lungs. And if your neighbors don't like it, oh well, that's life. You know, you're really going to have to live your life to the fullest, because I feel like you've missed out on a lot too. And it's about time you go on that wild, wild ride. Act on those positive adrenaline rush impulses.
should I let him visit me?
Yes, absolutely. Once you send that message, wait for what he says.
Oh, you are awesome. And yes, I have a big heart.
Thank you so much. It's just namaste, Emma Rose. Namaste. I'm just trying to stay focused on you because you're reminding me so much of something else. And I'm super honored to say I feel honored to answer this question, because I feel like you and I can relate in a certain way, because you're reminding me of that special person that, okay, anyways. But yeah, I'm just so unbelievably shook in the most beautiful way by you, because almost nobody loves the way you do. There are 8.1 billion people on this planet, and you are one of the few that will drive from New York to
Yes,
LA.
I'm buying a lake house.
As you should, darling, as you should. Celebrate in that lake house. Celebrate, throw the confetti, even if you're by yourself. You cannot be popular unless you learn to party by yourself. You cannot have partners in a science class unless you learn to work by yourself. You cannot be happy unless you learn to be happy with yourself. That's the biggest turn on of them all, sweetheart, is when you're being yourself. Being the happiest, highest version of you, with the most deepest inner wisdom, with the most amount of love.
So he is in love with me.
Yes.
Yes, I'm
Yes.
so in love with him.
Yes. He is. I've never been so happy doing a reading. This is one I'm never going to forget. To be totally honest with you, everybody, this is going to be unforgettable in the books. But it's such an honor to read somebody like you, because I could literally talk to you about this all day. Literally all day, 24/7, because it excites me so much when I see somebody who's truly in love, not lusting after somebody. Because lust is more than just sex. You know, there's a lot more to lust than that. And you are not one of the sick people who does that. I'm proud of you for being a normal, level-headed person. I mean, we all have crooked halos, but we all have our imperfections, but that's what makes us to learn to love ourselves. And with you at that lake house, dance, sing, do backflips, cheerlead, you know, dance along the lake and do cartwheels, you know, really live it up. You only live once.
I love it, and I hurt because I only see him.
And that's okay, but love shouldn't be painful. True love is never painful. But that's okay, because you're learning it, because you're here with me and we're having this talk. So congratulations, we're okay. If you truly, truly love him, the hurt will subside and you'll learn to translate.
She said, no matter who I date, I only see him.
Because you found true love. You found true love. And it seems like you guys have known each other for a while, too. Yeah. You guys have known each other for a while, and that's a beautiful thing. And, you know, like the song says, heaven's going to wait, because you're already living it right now. It's in here, therefore you can hold it here. You can hold it right here. If you think it, it's already yours. You just have to pull it from the 5D into your reality and bring it down to gravity. Yeah, 2 years. That's a long time. And I'm sure the moment you saw him, you fell in love instantly. And that's what true love is. There's no, I'll just wait it out. I don't know if I made the right decision when I married him. There's no, well, I don't think he cares, or I wonder if he approves of me. No, that's not a part of love. That's lust. That's manipulation. However, you're not doing that. The moment you saw him, you fell in love. And that feeling stayed. And it stuck with you.
Does he hold on to the memories of me?
Yes. You guys have so many, you might as well have written a novel. Honestly, you guys have made such a big book of memories. A really big book. So much I can't even count. There's like a huge, the book is like this thick. And it's filled with all sorts of glamorous, amazing, unforgettable stories. And I feel like there was this one moment where you guys kissed or hugged, and it just felt like the world was all at peace. Like it felt like the world literally stopped spinning underneath your feet or underneath your chair. I think you were sitting. And it just felt like the sparks were lighting up around you. It's almost as if you felt like you were in a dream. Well, guess what? Wake up. You're not in a dream. You're living your best life already. You just have to bring it from here into gravity. You know, pull it down. Nothing can weigh you down, but still. Bring that happiness down and levitate in that amazing feeling. Because the more you...
So they ain't my type, but yes, after I kiss him, I was done.
Exactly. There you go. The moment you saw him, you're like, even though he's not my type, I can't help but love it. Because guess what? Just because... Just with everybody. Just because
oh my God, yes, that kiss was amazing.
That's how you know. And guess what, everybody? Just because someone's not your type, or you hear, oh, he's not going to be your type when you find him, it doesn't mean he's ugly or weird or isn't a good fit for you, or she's ugly or weird, or, you know, chews on her fingernails. It's not like that. Basically, it's a good way of saying they're the even better version of your type. They're your type times 1,000,000 is what it is. So it seemed like he was better than what you expected, for sure. Like you had an idea of what you wanted, but you got even more
Best
than what
kiss
you
I
asked
ever
for.
had.
Absolutely.
So much passion.
There you go. That's what love is the passion, the compassion, the acceptance, you know, the ability to see beyond yourself, the selflessness, and the sharing, and the and not the trying, but the pursuing. You don't say, I'm trying in love. You say, I'm pursuing. You're pursuing. You're promising. And that's what you're doing. I've never read anybody like this, and it's amazing. I never thought I'd read anything like this. Honestly, I never thought I'd give a reading like this. And I'm having so much fun. Honestly, I'm so glad I'm here. This is perfect timing. And, you know, I could talk about this all day
I'm
with
big
you.
on the passion.
As you should be, girlfriend. As you should be. This is life. This is how life should be. You know, some people say, oh, that's life. I mean, I've done it before too. So please excuse my hypocrisy, even though it's not okay at all. There have been plenty of times I'm like, well, that's life. Suck it up, buttercup, whatever it is. And I've learned that that's not what life is supposed to be. Why would you put such a negative spin on it if that's, you know? It's one of those things of life should be fun. You should be throwing confetti and dancing and, you know, bringing love and joy into your jobs and doing a job that you love. Because, you know, it matters is that you're rich in love in life. Because I've noticed for myself, and maybe others can vouch for this too if they're actually able to swallow their pride, is that, you know, I've noticed for myself, and I know a lot of you guys can relate to this, but this is your reading, sweetheart. But you know how, like, sometimes you get a huge chunk of money, you spend it, and you look at the stuff that you got, and you're like, I'm not happy. What was I thinking when I got this? I feel a void. I feel more empty than what I did. Oh my gosh, excuse me. I feel more empty now than I did before I ordered this thing or this piece of clothing, whatever. You see how that it's kind of like with lust. Lust is like, oh, I'm just going to go right into this and then I'm going to walk out. Well, guess what? After you sleep with that person or get what you want from that person, you're going to feel god awful afterwards and realize it wasn't that great and that you messed up. But lucky for you, that's not you. Because it's better to be a poor and honest person than a rich and dishonest person, materialistically speaking. So much better, because it's the little things that count and that add up to something great. It's not little, it's actually a huge thing, but materialistic items, they can't talk, they can't walk, they can't speak. They can be little details in those amazing moments, but it's the experience that matters. And to the point where, you're sitting there like, okay, I got all these clothes, I have all this money, but I'm bored. That's not how you want to live. You want to make sure it's better to, not be able to pay off your debt to like wants. Obviously your needs, make sure those get taken care of. Make sure you got a roof over your head that makes you happy. Yes, a roof over your head that makes you happy. Make sure that you got your food and your water bills paid for and your phone bill. Absolutely. What I'm saying for is for your needs, it's better to it's better to die young and, not be able to pay off that debt when you die of, too much partying, instead of having all the money in the world and just sitting there like, I'm bored. I bought everything I want and now I have nothing. You know what I'm saying? So don't hesitate to take that money out the bank too, sweetheart, and do something that you love, because, it's just one of those things of.
So this is the most awesome reading.
Oh, thank you. Oh my gosh, that means everything to me. But most importantly, I want to make sure it means something to you. I wish I could be your life coach, honestly, at this point. I wish I was a life coach. You're inspiring me now. I'm technically a singer and a psychic, but I can work as many jobs as I want. It's America, but yeah, you're so loving. You're so full of light. I've never seen anything like it. Honestly, it's only been you and one other person's reading on this show that I've really felt something that I know I will never forget. You've changed my life for good. I mean, the Starseed reading with another person and the Ryan's Belt constellation, everything, that was awesome too. So you're both equal in that sense. So I'm never going to forget it. It's going to go down in my books. Even if it's down in nobody else's and people look at me like I'm cray-cray, it's going down in my books and it's there to stay. You have such a big smile that you need to show to the world. Bring open that smile. Because guess what? People are going to hate it. They will. But here's the good news, because you're shining out their darkness.
Yes, I'm so loving.
You know your worth. Congratulations. You know your worth. You know your worth. And I don't know many people who do. I really don't. And I'm getting it a little closer because I want to bring in some of that light to my light, because you're helping me shine even more. You're teaching me a lot just by me giving you this reading. And you clearly know a lot about the law of attraction, whether if you knew it or not. You're becoming very spiritually woke. And you're very good at dealing with haters at this point, because, it's one of those things of, I just want to make sure you can hear me. It's one of those things of, you've awakened and you seem to really be grateful for things. And most people don't have a sense of gratitude, because part of the law of attraction is you want to have a sense of gratitude. You really want to be grateful for what you have. And you're good at that. If I were you, really bring that even more, amplify that by making a list of 8 to 10 things you're grateful for each day. Even if it's every other day as a start. Write down 10 things or experiences or people you are truly grateful for each day and why. Even if it's a paragraph or just 2 sentences for each thing on the list. Or person or experience. Write down what it is you're grateful for and why. Excuse me. But you're a rock star. You're on fire for the better, and you're a very underrated person.
Loves the way I look at him and how I love him.
As you should. As you should. As you both should. I mean, you're one of the most underrated people I know. You deserve a much more big rating and a much better rating. You're very underrated. And where have you been all this time is my question. Where have you been? Even though you're a little older than me, where have you been? It's like it's like the song I Finally Found You. It's a big throwback. It was a big thing back in the early 2010s. But, you know, what's with all these underrated people coming to the show, and I'm like, where have you been all this time? But, you know, I know what it's like to be underrated, even though it's not at all the same experience. But you're inspiring me to take a loan out of the bank myself and chase my dreams even more. So you're definitely teaching me a lot as I read for you. You know, everybody can be a teacher. We're all teachers in our own way. And it's just, you know, when I'm starting to lose my breath, it reminds me of, you know, it's like I'm stopping and staring at something breathtaking, just absolutely something beautiful. And you're the miracle of tonight. I ran into a YouTube video tonight that said you're going to get a miracle within an hour. An hour ago, I watched it, and guess what? I got a miracle. They're real. They do happen. Believe. Like the Polar Express. Sometimes, like the Polar Express says, the things that you can't see or hear are the things that...
So I took a loan to buy the lake house.
Good. You're ahead of the game. I congratulate you a lot.
Is that all?
I congratulate you very much. If I had balloons, I would be throwing them around right now, but I don't. But cheers to you for being the amazing person that you are. You know, it's just, I've never seen anything like it. You're in for a wild ride, but oh boy, it's gonna be fun. Keep that positive mindset. Keep that Mario Kart star energy going. Keep it up. Do not let the negative forces, the enemy, whatever it is you believe in, whisper in your ear to kill it. Because when it reaches its peak, its ultimate high for the better, it's going to kill it. So tell it, go away. This is my party, not yours. You're not invited. You know, make it humorous. Make it fun. Be like, you are not invited to the negativity. Pretty much. And just pretend, view it as a comedy. You know what I'm saying? Make it fun. Because you can make anything fun. You can make anything negative into a positive. You really can. It's, even though it's like, it's not easy, it's like, it is, as long as you put your mind to it. Follow your instinct, keep acting on those positive impulses, and I'm so proud of you for finding true love. Remember, also, marriage, you don't need a license or a paper lawyer to tell you you're in love. You don't need that. True love can never be justified. Never has been, never will be, never ever justified. You won't care what anybody says. As long as he loves you and treats you right and how he makes you feel, and the same goes with you with him, as long as it reciprocates. Why would you need a lawyer? Why would you need a paper to say that you love each other? You both love each other for each other. And that's what matters. And, you know, you're going to go far. Heaven's going to wait just a little longer. Back to you, Jouerney. Thank you.
All right, LaDonna. Thank you so much for your question. All right, we have a...
Thank you, person, whoever jumped. Thank you so much, LaDonna. You changed my life.
All right, we've got Zambi. Zambi did the 5-minute read, so Zambi,
Sure.
Go ahead and throw us your question. All right, Zambi.
I think that says Zanab.
Madonna says, thank you all. So awesome. You're
Sure,
welcome. All right, Zambi wants to know, what are Mo's feelings and next actions towards me? I am special to him. I'm wondering if, am I special?
Yes, am I? Yeah.
It's Zambi, laugh out loud. All right.
Okay. So it definitely seems like Mo finds you very interesting. They're certainly not bored of you. They're not tired of you. You're very much so on their mind. It seems like you're a very interesting person, full of light and wild energy. And that's a great thing. It really is. They're a little shy. because you got a lot of things that they don't have. So there is a little bit of jealousy. However, take that as a compliment. They're not thinking it in a vengeful way. They're not trying to send out a stink eye attack or anything like that. It's more so, man, I'm jealous. Look at them go. And here I am, like, barely making it by emotionally. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those things, but it's like, dang, I want to be just like them. What can I do to be like them? You know, it's not the, oh, how dare they? You know what I'm saying? It's not that at all. But it seems like there's a little bit of jealousy of them being like, do I really deserve this person? Do I really deserve Zanab or Zambi? Do I really deserve this person? Mo's sitting there like, okay, yes, I'm a good person, but am I the right fit for them? Do I really want to invest myself in something? Do I want to take, they're just making sure, Mo's just making sure that they're not taking off more than they can chew, is basically what it is. Mo doesn't want to bite off more than what they're capable of chewing, pretty much. They don't want to, you know, make a promise and then not keep it.
He makes it seem like he is the prize.
That's how it should be, though. I mean, you can tell Mo's a little envious, though, of how great of a person you are and the fact that you don't need to be a peacock in a human form. So I feel like Mo's trying to low-key get your attention, even though they're still having some insecurities. But they're doing the right thing. They're moving in the right step of, if you are the prize, be the prize, because you are the prize. You know what I'm saying? Mo is clearly the prize. So they're doing their job of being the prize. They see that you're interested. They're interested too. They just want to make sure they're the right fit and that they're going to invest their time in the way that you need it to be invested in. They want to make sure that they can meet your needs, and they want to make sure that the way they express their morals and values will negotiate with yours. Is basically what it is. They want to make sure that they can serve you to the best of their highest ability. Yes, they want to put on a good front because the first impression is the last impression, absolutely. What I'm trying to say is they definitely want to make sure that they put their best foot forward, but they want to make sure they can keep that going. They want to make sure they can fulfill that promise. They're not trying to play games. If anything, they're trying to get as far away from that as possible. I see them coming towards you, but it's going to be they're going to give you a lot of questions about, what are you looking for? They may be like, I'm looking for this. This is what I'm into. These are my morals and values. But what do you think? How do you express these things? What makes you think we're going to be a good fit?
We fought a lot in the past.
And yeah, I saw that. It seems like you guys had a lot of one-upping and headbutting, and it like this game of kid versus cat, like the TV show, early 2000s stuff. But anyways, it seems like you guys would go after each other. Now you're like, oh, you're actually kind of good looking. You know, it seems like that's what it is. You guys fought so much to the point you got bored, and you're like, yeah, it's not. I like you too, you know, is basically what it is. It's always cute how some of the greatest couples start out by hating each other at first, but as time progresses, they end up loving each other. I always find that adorable, but sometimes, depending on what the foundation of it is, they don't last. But if I were you, I'd proceed with caution and just make sure that, you know, there's no hidden secrets, or that there's no one else as a third party situation trying to get in Mo's ears. So I really hope that answers your question. Back to you, Jouerney. Good luck.
All right, guys. Zambi, I hope that that helps. And guys, don't forget, at 12:30, we are going to be here with Gifts of Faith. I want to say thank you guys to everyone who was here tonight. And thank you, Emma, for being here with us.
Sure thing.
Providing those messages. And guys, remember, it's showing here in about 1 hour, we'll be back with Gifts of Faith. Until then, this is Jouerney Ryan and Emma Rose signing off. Have a great night, everybody. We'll see you later.